How to use a Myo Munchee. I'm here today with Mon. Thanks for joining me, Mon.
Hi guys.
And we're going to run through just a demonstration of how we use a munchie with an adult, because we do a lot of information around munchies and children, but actually they're great for adults too. So Mon has been using a munchie for a temporomandibular joint dysfunction. So I'll talk you through a little bit more about that in a moment, but Mon's going to show us how she pops it in, and I'll talk you through what's happening there. In it goes. So, lips together around the handle. Now this little handle is quite useful as a reference point for the lips to rest. If you're not used to having your lips resting together, your brain often doesn't know exactly where they are sitting. So that is a good point. You can feel them resting against that handle. So it's great. She's got them really competent. They're holding that handle strongly, and it's coming out horizontal. You can see the handle's actually coming out straight. That's quite a good indicator. If the handle's tipping down, that tells us that those lips aren't holding it comfortably and solidly. We're looking for the jaws and the muscles there. She's going to do a little bit of chewing for me now. And we're just seeing a little up and down there. We're seeing a bit of activation around the muscle groups here. And then as she does some chewing, she'll start to produce some saliva. She's comfortably nose breathing, and what we're going to look for is that when she's ready to swallow, she's going to be able to swallow that saliva with the munchie in place. And what that means is that she's going to be using the correct swallow pattern, which is the posterior aspect of the tongue and the muscles of the throat here. So she looks very comfortable with her chewing, which is great. Yep. Mm-hmm. Any chance of a swallow? Mm-hmm. There it goes. So did you see that down the back there? We saw this activation of these muscles down here, which is great. Now, do you want to take that out, Mon, and show what we do when we take it out? We give it a little slurp on the way out so there's not too much saliva. Yeah. Very good, very good. So with Mon, who's had a temporomandibular joint issue, we started off using the munchie passively. So when she had it in, she didn't chew. So do you want to just pop that in and we can talk about what that looks like and why you use it passively. So when you've got it in and you're not chewing, what that's doing is it's helping the temporomandibular joint, which is the joint at the side of the jaw. It's helping this joint to become more balanced because the munchie's putting the jaws into a more balanced posture. So what's happening is when she's in that position, the muscles are starting to relax a little bit. So if we can get her to rest comfortably in that for a couple of minutes, and she can practice that swallow pattern and nose breathing, the tissues under here will start to release and around the jaw joint. So ideally we'd start with a couple of minutes and then we'd build up to probably half an hour at a time. Once those tissues have released, then she'll be ready to chew again. Okay, you can slurp as you take it out again. Very good.